And we're off in Austin. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Tight end going in motion here. They go play action on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Second and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that gives them the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running right, it's Irving. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up second and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. Looking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a first down. Here's the handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Bails out of... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A 4-yard loss on the...
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and this...
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns have more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Able to get it to Reed.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
On first and 10, here's Love. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Shotgun now for Love. He finds Odunze running the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
To number 15.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41.
First down, Packers.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Handoff now from the gun. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Love from the gun. He's running for it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. To throw here on first down. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, off play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give him a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give him a first down. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown. The Sentinels pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Sentinels take a 4-point lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Has the connection to Odunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-3 is our score. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Play fake, it's Love. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
This is reeled in by Reed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. Just couldn't find Rome Odunze there. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They bring their tight end left. Throwing his Love on 3rd. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick by Shudak is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Sentinels and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. Now he's past the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Sentinels grow the lead to 7. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Sentinels grow their lead to 8. Mevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Thrown on first down, Love. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down throw, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Third and long. Here's Love. Pass caught by Odunze. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. The Sentinels and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Right back to Irving now. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Stopped at the line, and that forces them into a 4th and long. On comes the Sentinels punter. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. Punt taken at midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Packers have a short field in front of them as they take over. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Here's Love. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 30 on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They're going play action. That's caught for the first. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown, like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. Yeah, they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they came in on a rough stretch, 4 straight losses, but things looking better now as they've got this lead. They're gonna throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this one to Brown. He's got to gain a 6 there. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Irving on the inside give. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
That pass complete to Irving. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Austin. The Sentinels working here. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. From midfield now. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Gets the feet in. That's a catch. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has a man. It's Brown. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Irving hauls it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Sentinels will add to their lead at the end of the half. one splits the uprights. And the Sentinels grow their lead to 8. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Looking to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That brings us, we'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Mevis ready to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. To the air with Love. He's on the... trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. The kick by Shudak is good. And that gets him back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Sentinels ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Packers into a nickel defense, third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Play fake, it's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Shotgun now for Love. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Takes the handoff, now Love. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The offense headed back to the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He has the first over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense set for a 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Again to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. go run here on first down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
Love from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Second down and 10.
Here's Love to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Throwing, Love. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Back to throw on 1st and 10. That pass complete to Irving. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on 1st down. Complete out to the right side.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing off the play fake here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Sentinels lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Sentinels push the lead up to 12. Nevis ready to send this one away. Washington now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First down throw, here's Love. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's brought down for a loss. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Third and 4 coming up now. Love looking to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now the run here from the gun. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. Motioning the tight end now. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. From the 23. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field.
Downfield, offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Love on 3rd and short. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Love out of the shotgun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They go play action on 1st. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing it again on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Packers will take over possession. The visitors. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And in motion, out of the slot. Right up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Play fake, it's Love. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Love now. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Loves to throw again. Into traffic, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 3 now. Plowing up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. That one's complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. It's a Green Bay touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Setting up to pass. He completes it in traffic. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on it. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Edger and Cooper takes it away. Has room down the left sideline. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead to 8.
36. Sentinels 28.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up